Hello everyone. Hope all are doing well. In today's session, we are going to discuss about one of the most important international event to be celebrated on 21st of September, that is International Day of Peace. Every individual knows the importance of peace in their lives. How much ever the hustle and bustle of life might be. But at the end, if you are able to rest at peace, that is what concludes the life. But even though everyone has a great priority for having peace in their lives, but do we really act accordingly? Or knowingly, unknowingly, some way, somehow, even we cause trouble for others. But here, the celebration of International Day of Peace tells you that peace exactly begins with you. Peace around you, or peace in the lives of your near ones and dear ones, you can be the reason for making them happy and allowing them to have a peaceful and stable life. So, without wasting the time, let's start to see the history, significance, and facts associated with the celebration. Each year, the International Day of Peace is observed around the world on 21st September. The UN General Assembly has declared this as a day devoted to strengthening the ideals of peace through observing 24 hours of non-violence and ceasefire. But achieving true peace entails much more than laying down the arms. Just not being in a state of war doesn't mean we are at a state of peace. But actually, the state of peace is something much more important and much more different than the scenario portrayed. It requires the building of societies where all the members feel that they can flourish, that they are considered. It involves creating a world in which people are treated equally, regardless of their race. As Secretary General António Guterres had said, racism continues to poison institutions, social structures, and everyday life in every society. It continues to be a driver of persistent inequality, and it continues to deny people their fundamental human rights. It destabilizes societies, undermines democracies, erodes the legitimacy of the governments, and the linkages between racism and gender inequality are unmistakable. So these are the several causes which leads or which can disturb the harmony around in the society. As conflicts continue to erupt across the globe, causing people to flee, we have seen race-based discrimination at borders. As COVID-19 keeps attacking our communities, we have seen how certain racial groups have been hit much harder than others. As these people try to distance themselves from the societies. And that's the reason why during the pandemic, no one was able to reach them, and that's the reason they suffered a lot. As economies suffer, we have seen hate speech and violence directed at racial minorities, which influence many people. We all have a role to play in fostering peace. As I said in the earlier session, that peace begins with you. Your approach or your attitude towards a situation definitely defines your result. And tackling racism is a crucial way to contribute. How important we should pay towards this racism is nothing but it will decide how peaceful life you're going to have. Every year we have a special theme for the celebration. This year the theme is End Racism and Build Peace. We invite you to join the efforts of United Nations as we work towards a world free of racism and racial discrimination. A world where compassion and empathy overcome suspicion and hatred. A world that we can truly be proud of. On this International World Peace Day, I want to say that not one of us can rest, be happy, be at home, be at peace with ourselves until we end the hatred and division. Here, what I want to conclude is if we treat everyone as like us, not considering the other, the front person, different from yourself, this is also more than enough for having a feeling of being considered, a feeling of equality, and a feeling or a kind gestures toward each other. So, on this World Peace Day, let's pray for togetherness in the society and thus have a peaceful life for every individual. Now, I hope everyone is clear with the facts associated with the celebration of World Peace Day. Thank you for being connected.